we're not getting any current indication. This is interesting. The ammeter is a very sensitive meter, getting its sample from here. So it's actually reading the difference between this common, which is down here, and this. So it's reading the voltage across these two equalizing resistors. But they're more than equalizing resistors. They're used as shunt resistors, at least this one is, to measure the current. So we should be seeing a voltage here proportional to current. So I attacked the switch with this cleaner lubricant. I'll plug it in again. I've got the output shorted. Here's the high-low switch. So it's still a little, not much. So high, I'm getting 3 amps. I can get it down to 0. And low, see, here we go. See that? And low, I'm getting 1.5 amps. But not all the time. That is, I'm always getting the correct current. I'm just not reading the correct current. Although, I see, I'm just not. So once again, I can't believe it. The contact cleaner has come to the rescue. Doesn't quite go to 0 volts. I'll see if there's an adjustment for that. According to the adjustment specifications, I'm to look at this plus and minus output with a good meter. Yeah, it says adjust it to 0. So how do we adjust this? We take this and adjust this. So I'm not able to get a 0. I'm getting about 3 volts. And that is what the meter's reading. 3 volts. Ah, there we go. I did not adjust the fine voltage control to 0. My bad. There we go. It probably was not out of adjustment. It's just that I failed to turn the coarse knob to 0. And you see now the voltmeter goes to 0. So there we go. Let's see, the constant voltage LED is lit now. It's a little hard to tell. Constant current LED is lit. There you can see better the green and the red. So this thing works just fine. It's a little bit dirty. I'll clean it up and put the case back on. We'll have a new power supply. Now the 1610, I believe, only puts out 1 amp. 1630 puts out 3 amps. And Tenma, TNMA, has an amazingly similar power supply. I won't guarantee it's the same, but it's, from the front and from the specifications, it's identical. I spoke about building a 35 volt, 5 amp power supply. The Chinese kit is not expensive at all, except the Chinese kit does not include heatsink, power transformer or transformers, metering, binding posts, enclosure. By the time you buy all of those things and put them with the Chinese kit, I bet you exceed $100. I did. You can watch my video and see. If you could get one of these that was not working, well, if you get one that's working, that's great. If you got one that wasn't working, but the power transformer was intact, the meters were not smashed, beware that although let's see if I can get just, although the plus and minus 24 volts, the 18 power supply are all the plus and minus 15 supply. Well, they're all identified. They're measured against this pin here, which is marked with a ground symbol. Be aware that on the power supply schematic, that would be this symbol, the little triangle. Here's the plus minus 15 is reference to this little triangle, not to be confused with the ground symbol. This is power supply common, and the board is marked with the ground symbol. This should be the common symbol if you want to match it up with the schematic. So there are test points for AC, DC unregulated, DC regulated. All of these ICs and semiconductors are available. The rest are all through-hole components. There's nothing special about them. So if it's advertised as working, I would not be afraid at all. If you could save money by buying a non-working one, it might be worth your time to fix it. Thank you.